So we are here in illustrious Silver City, Idaho.
What does illustrious mean?
I don't know. I just made it up.
Because if this is it, it's a wonderful town. Don't get me wrong. It's,
Illustrious.
the people here are beautiful and friendly and charming and wonderful. And I'm going to be back here next week.
Are you?
Absolutely.
Why do you hold your microphone like that? It's like over here.
So let's talk to our friend Braden here. Let's not be concerned with how I hold the microphone.
Is the elevation getting to you, Farrell? You look like you're about to fall asleep.
Anyway, Braden.
Feels like it's got some gold in it. Gold is the heaviest thing that's in this pan right now. So the only way to let it work its way all the way down to the bottom is to shake it.
Can I get your name?
I'm Paul Nettleton.
And Paul, how long have you been hanging around Silver City?
All my life.
They can't get rid
Really?
of you.
Yeah.
So 28 years, Silver City. What have you done?
He's a jokester.
Yeah. What is here that's kept you here your whole life?
Oh, geez, I don't know. It's just the atmosphere, and it's in my heritage. My dad was born right up there on top of the mountain. My grandmother was born about 5 miles away down on head of Reynolds Creek. My great grandfather came in 1865 and actually here to 1864 and homesteaded the home ranch down there in 1865. So. Yeah, it's kind of my heritage.
I've known Pat for the better part of 5 minutes. Is it okay if I call you my friend, Pat?
Of course, you may. Yeah.
I'm here with my friend
I'm very
Pat.
friendly.
We are here.
Yes, we are here. Sorry, there's my friend Amy.
Apparently,
I'm
I'm
sorry,
invisible now that the gorgeous Pat is in town.
Amy. So we're in Pat's Whatnot shop in Silver City, Idaho.
Yes,
Right?
yes, that is right.
And what will possess you to put a store in such a thriving metropolis as Silver City?
Well, frankly, I came out here from Miami, Florida. I was a newlywed.
Oh, wow.
And I went to college to be a legal secretary. Did it 1 year in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and I absolutely hated it. It was so boring. And I love people, and I decided that I needed to do something productive, not really to make money at that time. I didn't need to support myself. So I just did it for fun. And back then, things were a lot slower than today.
And
That was 37 years ago that I was doing my store.
so you were 3 and had a store.
That's right. Yes.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I love you.
We're here with Braden, and maybe we're talking a little quiet because we're in an old hotel. This hotel, it's this part saloon. We're in the saloon part, right? Would you say saloon or saloon?
I would say saloon. Saloon sounds like you don't know how to talk very good.
Now, okay. Everyone's entitled to their own. That's why I asked.
That was
Well, I
funny.
threw in my own little joke there too with
Amy, that was funny.
can't talk good.
So, what is it like being offset of Thor? Like, now you're here filming this.
Well, I'm slightly confused because I can't find my hammer. So, but
We lost it in the gold
He's
mine.
Thor.
Yeah, that was the joke too. So tell us, like, did you spend the night last night?
there was a brief moment of sleep. Yes.
So you were born here.
I wasn't born actually physically here, no. But
When did you migrate here? Is that what it's called? Pilgrimage?
I think when did you move here? I think is what she's getting at.
I was on the ranch. I mean, when my mother went to the hospital I wasn't actually born here.
So-
but
okay. But
They took.
I want a whole rundown of your life.
So, You have a
understand.
ranch. I've seen a bunch of cattle around here. Are those yours?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So do you live here all year round?
No, no. The town kind of opens Memorial Weekend, and then we're here until the first or second week of October.
Wow.
So where do you reside then?
When I'm not here, I'm residing in Boise.
So, but when you're here in the summer, you like live here in the summer.
Yes. My whole house is right here in my store, so when I'm not busy with customers, I'm making things and
I love
of
that
that.
story. Is this your first time in Silver City?
Yeah, it's my first time in Silver City.
Are you coming back to Silver City?
I don't know if I'm going to leave.
What is your favorite part so far? Like more than one word answers, please.
Probably my favorite part is walking around and seeing the history and, yeah, I mean the history, the whole.
It's crazy, huh?
It's like a blast from the past.
Can you just
This bar is the coolest thing. I'm gonna buy it and take it home.
Yeah, no.
can you just
Fight in your living room.
Right. How on earth do you round up all those cattle when it comes time to round them up?
Well, they're a lot similar to, to the deer and the elk and the antelope. I mean, they know enough to head down the lower country when it gets cold in the fall, and it's, they're range broke, I guess is the way you'd call it, and they know enough to come up in the spring. When you open the gates, they're ready to go. And same thing in the fall. And so, there's always a few a little earlier or a little late. And it's the old 90-10 rule. You spend 90% of your time with the last dumb 10% that doesn't know what they're supposed to do,
That's how I live my life. Have you ever thought about staying in the wintertime?
never. You could offer me $1 million, and I really think I would turn it down because I get very cold. I hate snow.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
I like it like it is today. Beautiful sunny day makes me happy. I would be so depressed, and I would be an icicle too. They'd probably find me in the spring, and I would be goodbye.
Yeah.
So no, I won't do it.
Can you describe, like, for the viewers at home, what your first initial reaction was when you walked in here and you realized that you were going to have to stay not one but 2 nights?
Thank God. I love it. I love this place. I mean, you walk.
What was your room like?
My room was. I mean, it was like.
Paint the picture for the audience at home.
Okay, so you walk in, you're like, whoa. Nothing's new, obviously. Nothing's new, but it's. You really can't explain it. You'd have to kind of see it. Everything's awesome.
So, you have a ranch. Have you ever had any interest in gold mining or anything like that?
Not really. When my great grandfather came in 1864, even his idea was not mining. It was to raise food and fiber for the miners. He said that's more probably more profitable and it's one that instead of 1 out of 100 miners hitting it, you got a pretty good shot at
A
it.
little more stable, for sure.
And it must have worked pretty good because within 10 years he bought a whole herd of cattle. So selling milk and cheese and butter into the mines up here. He was a dairyman and switched to beef cattle.
It's actually really smart because, yeah, like he said, 1 in maybe 100 miners might hit some money and work like a dirty dog for absolutely nothing.
Yeah, and it was pretty tough going for a lot of these miners.
I would imagine.
Yeah, you generally work for somebody else for poor wages and died in the process a lot of times because of the dangers of all the mining in those days.
This would be a horrible town to go trick-or-treating at if you're a child.
It would be, yes, because it's all.
How many people live here in the
everyone's
summer?
Gone. Oh gosh, I don't know. It's hard to tell. 20, something like that. 25. Mm-hmm.
And how many people?
Not a lot.
How many people live in the winter?
About 1 or 2.
Wow.
Wow, what do they do here in the winter? I mean,
It's just like watch. They watch out and make sure
They're
nothing gets vandalized.
Right. That's the purpose of their job. They're not supposed to get up on people's roofs and shovel them off. Although last winter it would have been really nice because I was very worried about my property here.
That's
There's
a
so
great
much
gig.
snow. Well, it's not a great gig if you're like almost 70, which I think the watchman is. And so he wasn't going to get on any roofs at all.
Are you ticklish? Farrell is.
Don't do that. Don't do that to me.
Don't do this to me, he says.
Alrighty, Braden. Well, I'm sorry about this, and maybe we can get a better interview later.
Farrell's mad at me.
The worst part is that I'm sharing a room with him, and I'm not quite sure how to take that. That's genuine fear.
Well-
I hope I find my hammer.
Thank goodness there's 2 beds in there, right?
So you guys don't touch feet?
I wouldn't touch anybody's feet. Nobody's.
Would you do it for a Scooby snack?
No, I would not.
Or a Klondike.
Or a Klonopin?
No.
No?
Then what did you even do for it last night?
I didn't touch any feet, bro. Well, I've always said, because you see a lot of pictures and there's a lot of old people, and back in those days, that was a whole tougher breed of people than there are now.
Yeah. They definitely, the pioneers. I mean, even the cattlemen and you just imagine the hardships that they went through was pretty incredible.
Do you live here during the winter?
No, I only, it's a seasonal town. I'm up here from about late May to May first week in October, second week.
It's a hard winter up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be up here in the
Where
winter.
do the cows go then?
Well, they go down to the main ranch. They got a main ranch about 20 miles down toward Murphy,
Okay.
and they winter down there. We got some winter range down there, and we do pretty well.
Think about it for a minute, though. Your job is to watch a town that's completely snowed in, and chances are very slim anybody's going to be there. That's a great
Yeah,
job.
it's nice money to just kind of relax
But-
through the winter,
On the flip side of that, there's no internet or TV.
No, I think he does have internet and TV, or he can watch movies. But when I'm up here, I read, I make jewelry, I do mosaic work, so I don't get bored. People always ask me, do you get bored? No, because I find that TV, when I go down in the winter, I often just sit there like a zombie.
Yeah.
And I don't make anything. It's the biggest waste of time. And then I
hey.
get so angry
Hey.
with myself and think, Pat, turn that TV off.
Right.
And then I do.
You do realize we're on TV right now and you're talking bad about it.
Well, I'm sorry.
She's not talking bad about it. She's
no,
just saying
in moderation.
it stifles her
Everything in
creativity.
moderation. Yeah. And then I sit there like a zombie, and I mean, I'm just like that, and I can't make anything when I'm like glued to the TV.
It's like cottage life out here. It's your summer cottage home. And there's nothing wrong with not having it. That's how it
sure.
should be.
Right. Yeah.
I love that story. I actually woke you up, didn't I?
No.
Didn't I scare you in the middle of the night?
No. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. I'm like sleeping and all of a sudden a unicorn jumps on me.
Yeah. I had a unicorn onesie on and I jumped on Farrell like and he jumped up and he got so angry.
Yeah, I was sleeping.
He was so mad.
I have to admit that I forgot about the unicorn onesie, and it's a true thing.
I'm pretty sure these people on
It's a
TV
true
are
thing.
interested in the unicorn onesie.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Well, that was fun. Thanks for watching, folks.
So, Stan, you brought us here to Silver City, Idaho, which, you know what, I kind of thought.
You dragged us here,
Yeah.
kicking and screaming.
No, because here's the deal. We're driving up this road, and we're driving.
I
and
got
then
a
we're
concussion,
driving.
so I don't remember.
Yeah, and we're driving. I'm like, where's this guy taking us? And then all of a sudden, boom, here's this town.
Yeah, and it's a really just cool town.
It is cool, but how did you discover this place?
And can I just interject for 1 second? When I
Absolutely,
say
why
I got
not?
a concussion, I mean the road is so bumpy that my head kept slamming against the window without I couldn't even help
And
it.
she was blaming it on me.
And I would have thought it straightened you out, but is it?
Oh no, I don't remember 5 minutes ago.
And we get people from all around the world up here. It amazes me. I mean, gosh, in all the years I've had my store, I've seen people from Europe, South America, a little bit from Asia, Croatia, Bosnia, Vietnam, just
Really?
everywhere, Russia.
This is like a vacation destination.
Well, you don't happen by Silver City. You have to want
you
to
have-
come. You make it a destination.
You seek it out.
You seek it out, yes, and that's what's so cool, and that really warms my heart. And people, people ask me the same things all the time, but and sometimes I just want to, have a tape and push a button, but you can't do that. And they're asking because they care and they're interested, and I love that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
When you've been here 152 years, like we've
You
been,
look amazing for
yeah,
152.
you've got when you've been here that long, you've picked up a lot of neighboring ranches that you coveted or whatever,
Yeah.
and you've kind of got yourself consolidated to where you've got the kind of property you really want to have.
Yeah, exactly.
After Amy's concussion,
So we just kind of decided that it'd be kind of cool if we could come up here and show you guys, how they did it back in the 1800s and see if there was anybody that wanted to kind of do the same thing, have the experience. There's just not that many people that know Paul Nettleton and are able to do that. I mean, the guy's a rock
Paul
star.
is a rock star, straight up. You know what? We make a joke about it, but we've all been fighting over that we're his best friend.
Yeah, well, I think I'm his best friend, so I guess you guys are.
I think you probably have us beat, but we still love him. Hi, we are here at the Silver City Hotel.
Yeah, Idaho City Hotel. Idaho. No, I'm sorry.
But we're here with Paul, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly.
Paul, you just snuck away because I heard you took a pan and went down to the creek.
I did.
And what did you find?
I found a little color, but not a whole lot.
Down in this
How many
creek
pieces?
right down here.
I found 13 pieces.
You always find 13 pieces.
I don't know if that's lucky or unlucky.
No, that's lucky.
No, but did you notice, like, 2 times when we were panning earlier, he was like, "Oh, I see about 13 pieces."
Yeah, that's
Maybe
unusual.
you should play the lottery.
I probably should, but I won't.
No, I mean, seriously, he just reminds me so much of my dad. He's just a great old cowboy and works hard and worried about the environment and does things, on horseback and
Wait, which Paul are we talking? There's 2 Pauls.
Paul Nettleton.
Paul
Nettleton, yeah.
Twisty
Oh,
Paul.
I thought we were talking about. We thought we were talking
No,
about
I
gold
knew
panning
I
Paul.
knew you thought that. I knew you thought that.
'Cause
They're
he's my
both
best friend.
incredible.
He's a rock star.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
both of them.
Sorry, I'm
both of them are
rubbing
named
your leg
Paul,
by accident.
And both of them are the reason I'm up here.
And they're both handsome devils.
They're both handsome devils.
And you have your mustache perfected to a T. Like,
Oh, about that.
do people recognize you because of your signature stash?
I don't know whether it's because of the stash, but I seem to get recognized a lot by.
You get a lot of
people.
attention.
Yeah.
Are you signing anyone's like arms and they're tattooing your
I
name?
don't think so.
Well, after this, they're going to be. If it's the last thing I do, I totally tattoo your name to my body. Whatever. This is the Wild Wild West, ain't it? We have such a beautiful store, and like it's so welcoming.
Thank you.
You make it
Miss
very.
Amy. Thank you.
Do you have to gather all this stuff up and take it home?
I do. Yes.
Holy smokes! You must have one heck of a U-Haul.
So a few trips up and down.
Well, if you're watching and you come to Silver City,
kids to help me.
we'll just make it so you sell out before the end of the season.
I know that
Everything
would,
will
that
be
would
2%
great.
off if
Yeah,
you get here the
right.
first week of October.
You have just some really great
You
things.
make all this jewelry and stuff.
No, I make a little bit of it.
Some of it.
Yes.
Should be really
You're just
busy
taking
if she
credit
made
for
all.
it.
I know, but I don't think the Native Americans would like that because I've
Yeah.
got beautiful Native American jewelry. Then I have a lot of very contemporary things because not everyone is into,
Turquoise.
Well, they do lots of other stones besides turquoise.
Yeah.
Stuck in the early 80s.
Phil's a little bit. Sometimes he says things and he's offensive, but he doesn't mean it. It's because he has that metal plate in his head.
Earlier we talked, and you said you've been mining gold, panning gold for about 40 years.
I have.
What is it that appeals to you about gold? What is it that brings you back all the time and you just keep working it?
Well, the thing that I really like about it is that it gets me out in the great outdoors. And then you always have that, you never know when you're going to find that real nice piece of gold that you've been looking for. So you just keep snooping and hunting.
It's a little like gambling.
It is.
But
I-
it's more fun because
Yeah.
you're outdoors. You're not in a smoky room.
That's true. That's true. I love this story. I love all of it. And it's been really interesting being in this hotel here. What do you think?
I
Did you sleep like a baby?
I slept kind of like a baby.
I kind of like you being here because I'm sorry, but someone was snoring last night, and whoever it was, there was no ghosts because
Wasn't
nothing.
me. We had separate rooms, so
Hey,
it wasn't
Jen,
me.
if you're watching this, it wasn't me snoring.
The wallpaper started peeling off.
The wallpaper's been peeling off for the last 30 years, Amy.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
I thought it was like the snoring.
So I don't think the Wild West is known for tattoos, were they? I don't think so.
Not really.
They're known for drinking
Gun
whiskey
slinging.
and fighting.
Yeah,
Pisces.
we had a little. We always had a little whiskey and poker and what have you, you know. That.
We're gonna be playing a little poker tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think a little whiskey might be involved as well. It's always a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much for talking with us. Very interesting, and I hope you have many more years up here in Silver City.
Yeah. Well, we hope so. Yeah. I figure I've got a decade or two left in me.
Or
At
more.
least, yes.
At least, exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, when you've been out panning and working, what was the biggest nugget you ever found, ever?
About the size of the end of my thumb.
And
How
you
was
have
that?
a big thumb, Paul.
That must have been must have been a little exciting, right?
It was.
Did you have a dance? Like were you like, hee ho?
Yeah, just like that.
I would have done it like that.
I did. I started war whooping and carrying on.
I bet.
I was hoping I'd find another, but I didn't. I found a couple about the size of my little fingernail there, but after that it was just them little tiny pieces like we've been finding.
Now, when you find something like that big, like, what do you do with it? Where do you bring it? Do you just keep it on a shelf, or do you bring it somewhere and say, hey, I found gold, give me things?
No, I've got most of my gold that I found at home.
Yeah.
I've got them in little 1 ounce vials.
Nice. Like, who needs an Oscar or an Emmy award when you have
My own gold. But,
your own gold?
Yeah.
I like the way you think.
I've heard about this place because of you, and I heard Chris talk about it because you guys come up here a year ago. But how did you find out about this place? I mean, did someone say there's this crazy little town in Idaho? Did you
We came up here gold mining, and we just went traveling around, and they said, do you want to go have a hamburger? And the next thing we know, we end up in Silver City at the Idaho Hotel, and Jerry and everybody just gave us great service, and it was probably the best hamburger we've ever had. And it's just one of those things you keep coming back to because of the memories. I mean, you can't make memories like this. You know, I mean, it's a movie set, but it's for real.
Right.
The people are real. The people are, I mean, it's amazing how much you feel like you're at grandma's or something.
Right.
Like that.
I keep waiting for a shootout in the street, to be honest with you.
Don't worry.
No, keep it up and we'll have one.
keep it up, and later on I'll show you what it's
I want a
like.
gun.
It don't matter.
I'll loan you one.
I have fingers.
You see, like, cows running through town sometimes. Have you ever seen, like, an elk or a moose or a bear come walking through?
No, we have
Bigfoot?
a lot. No, not yet. I wish. No, we have a lot of deer. Haven't really seen any bear, and there are elk in Owyhee County, but I haven't seen any like right around Silver City.
Paul, like, I'm just going to brag.
Because
Paul's
we
like a
love
rock
him.
star.
We're all fighting for his
I know.
friendship.
Well, yeah, who's going to be your best friend? Is it going to be, and he's going to be my best friend, P.S.
He already is mine. Whatever.
But you get there, and like I'm trying to pan for gold, and I'm just making a mess of it, you know? And Paul, he's so nice. He's like, look, here's what you do. Just work it like this, work it like this. And I do it for a minute, and I still screw it up. And he's like, work it like this, and bang, 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 there's a bunch of gold in there.
Yeah. Well, one thing that
Well-
I learned from Paul is patience, right?
It takes a lot of patience because you got to work it right down to the last. And that's usually where the gold's at. Sometimes you'll see it out. And so you have to keep a close eye on it when you're washing it back. But most of the time, it'll be the last thing down in the pan.
This morning for breakfast, I never in a million years, because I was like, we're in the middle of nowhere. Like, there's no way. My mind could not grasp the eggs, the scrambled eggs I ate today with the bacon was perfectly made. And Meredith, who like served us, it was just, I felt like I was like glamping.
It was amazing.
Glamping.
And I'm telling you
I
what,
used that term.
I had the biscuits and gravy, and it's like I told Meredith, I'm like, I remember them last year. I was hoping that was going to be the special today because the biscuits and gravy were so good.
They did it on purpose because you were here.
I'd like to think so,
I
but
bet they did.
I'd like to think so.
Hey, Farrell, you ticklish?
No, I'm not. Because I wanted pancakes, and they're like, we don't have pancakes today. It's biscuits and
You
gravy.
didn't hear
So
the
what was
spiel.
your name?
My name?
Yeah.
Farrell.
Okay, so it wasn't Stan Summers? That's probably what.
Oh,
Stands
yeah.
above the law
Yeah, well,
here in Silver City.
my name's not Stan, and I'm not nearly as good looking. But I'm doing the best I can with what I got, Stan.
Didn't you know I was kind of a big thing?
I've heard. Well,
Kind of a big deal. You are a big deal.
Are we talking large in stature?
that's what I was
Large in-
talking about.
Oh.
That's why I said this.
I wasn't.
Big deal. Okay.
No, in your heart.
In my heart.
No, you're just amazing. You're always, I notice, helping other people and bringing people together. And it's been such a great
Hey,
few
that's
days.
what's on my card. My business card says,
it?
yeah, it says bringing people together.
And I have never seen your business
May
card.
10th, 1869. It's on my business card. It's on my county.
1869. How old are you?
You look amazing.
That's when the rails came together in our county.
Back to what you said about Bigfoot. You wish.
It would be exciting.
Yeah, if she could take the picture, then.
Well, I don't know. That's debatable. A lot of people believe in Bigfoot,
Yeah, I'm
Like
not-
a lot of people believe in ghosts. They come to Silver City thinking they're going to have a ghost experience, right?
Right. Exactly.
And I think some do, maybe when they're drinking a bit. I don't know. I haven't had one yet, and I've been here since '74.
You're about due for a drink.
I am.
Well, Amy's buying, so
Oh,
come on by.
okay. Okay.
I hear there's a tab over there at the saloon.
At the saloon.
Yeah. Just tell him it's on Bill's card.
Bills. Okay. Okay.
And yeah, you got to work all that stuff off, and you're splashing it around. I lose interest. I'm ready to just take and dump the pan back in the creek and go find more. That's what I'm ready to do.
A lot of people do that.
And you go behind them and scoop it up and get what they lost.
I don't, but a lot of people give up in 2 or 3 pans because they don't have the patience to sit there.
Yeah, because everybody wants it right now. They don't want
Instant
it.
gratification.
Yeah, they don't want to put in 40 years of learning how to do it and do it right. They just want it right now.
You're officially an expert. They say if you do something for 10 years straight, like really do it, work on it, you're an expert.
You're an expert 4 times over.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that, but
You're like an extraterrestrial expert
I've
of
taken
gold.
I've taken a lot of people out panning gold, and
How many of them have come back?
none.
So anyway, in here, it's all solar lit. It's
Yes.
all solar.
It's amazing.
Throw
Power
get
of the
back
sun.
over here. Yeah, the power of the sun. So it's getting a little dark in here right now. So we'll probably wrap this interview up. But thank you for opening us, inviting us to this experience and this
Yeah,
opportunity.
super awesome. Thank you so much.
I mean, even my dog is beat. Like she has been gold mining and she's loving
Her
it.
dog's been gold mining.
She has been.
She just said her dog got beat. So
No, she is beat.
There were no animals hurt on this.
Absolutely none.
If
No.
anything,
If anything. that's
the
been good.
They
opposite. yeah.
were beating me like a government mule, making me carry big buckets of dirt. I want to whine about this for the next 20
You've been
months.
shoveling, you've been carrying dirt.
I think there's a sign that says 5 cents for whining. As we walk
It's
through the
actually
door.
$10, I think.
$10 for whining.
$5 charge for whining, $10 for being a real pain in the butt. That's you, Farrell. Let's get a selfie underneath it.
Do you take credit cards?
Thank you so much for talking with us. You got a great place here. It's very interesting. You're never going to see anything like this anywhere. No, anywhere.
And are you the only store other than the hotel that is here in this town?
No, the fire and rescue is next door, and they're open on weekends. Yeah, I'm open through the week a whole lot, as well as weekends too.
All right, so 2 stores, 1 saloon,
Uh-huh.
and slash
That's
hotel.
It.
And
That's it.
And this is the best store in town.
Of course.
It really is. So come on down, buy her out before the season ends, but don't take all the things that I want because there's a lot of it.
Alrighty, Pat.
Thank
you so much.
You're so welcome. Enjoyed it.
Thank you.
She's insinuating you buried them in the hills. That's what she's insinuating.
No, I haven't done that.
They just realized because it is a lot of work. You see movies like on TV and stuff, and the guy scoops some sand out and he rolls around for like 2 minutes and he finds a nugget that's like this big.
Yeah.
And that's not how it works.
That's usually what you see on GPA.
Yeah, I learned that today. It's a lot of work, a lot of shoveling, a lot of panning.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot of
A
work.
lot of time in the sunshine, like
yeah.
it's hot out there. It's work. You have to carry the big buckets. You have to have patience. You have to.
You do, but if you have the patience that it takes, you usually have some rewards.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Alrighty,
Thank
Paul.
you.
Well, I don't want to take any more of your time, but thanks so much for talking. Thanks so much for showing me how to try to pan gold and having patience with me, because nobody has patience with me like you do. So
That's okay.
that's why we're best friends now.
We love you. Thank you so much for helping us out this
Okay,
weekend.
I'm glad
It's
I
been-
was able to.
Yeah, it was so fun. Now let's party.
I think we got to eat first.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Oh, like let's party with food.
Alrighty, Stan. Well, thanks for being on the show with us, and you know we're gonna end this right now because I'm just becoming like the running butt of every joke here, and it's really bad for my self-esteem. I've been working
Farrell,
on that.
who
and
loves you?
Amy does.
Yeah, so
And
don't
Stan.
worry.
Stan loves me too.
Farrell, we both love you,
I'm glad.
and I don't make fun of
I'm
you.
not an easy person. She does too make fun of me. Don't let her. But she does it low key.
I make fun with you.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Just because
Alrighty,
I
well,
say Farrell, are you ticklish?
Thanks, you guys.
Thanks, Stan.
Thanks, Holly.
Let me apologize.
I mean, we're good.
What?
Thank you so much from Silver City. It's let's have some dinner. Everyone, peace out. Everyone's a little hungry. Hangry.